Hey everyone, today I'm going to review this XCarToys Suzuki Swift Generation 1. The first thing that I noticed about this model is it's tiny and it's in scale, which is really refreshing to see. I'm getting a bit annoyed with Hot Wheels and Tomica when they make a 155 model of small cars to fit. They make everything to fit in the palm of a kid's hand, which makes sense because, it is for kids. But for us adult collectors, we like to see stuff in scale. Well, most the ones that I know anyway. And it's always really nice to display an accurate sized little car against, a big car, or maybe we've got like a tank or a military diorama. When they're all in the correct scale, it just looks nice, and you can really, each car stands out better. Okay, but first impressions, really nice model. We'll have a close-up look in detail. I always like to check out like QC issues, and I can see some little splodge here, which I'll look up later on. But XCarToys, I've got quite a few of these previous models. I've got some military models by them as well, which I'll review in the future. And I quite like them as a brand. Usually everything's metal, as in metal base, and then a metal body. And the production's getting better and better. But I've seen that as 1/64 scale is becoming more and more popular, I noticed that there's a lot more cars on offer, and it just seems like there's just so many random brands from China pushing out 1/64 that maybe the quality control suffers because they're just trying to make money and catch the trend and stuff, which is understandable. But at the same time, no one wants stuff that just falls apart, do they? So let's take a look at this in detail. So it comes in a Tomica sized box. Colour is tangerine, so it's just in between red and orange. In the UK, I mainly see the red ones, sometimes the yellow ones, but orange, I don't think I've seen that much. But yeah, I guess must have been chosen, part of Generation 1, must have been chosen because it was maybe the most popular colour. XCarToys Vintage, the mini car collection. I don't know if it's like a sub-brand of XCarToys, like a line that they're doing. I know they've done another Suzuki Alto, I think, but this one I got because I see it a lot. Okay, that's all the packaging done. So inside it's quite secure because it's a smaller car, so there's a lot more packaging. It prevents it from being damaged, which is always a plus. And this car itself, just getting close here. Let's start from the front. So even though it's a tiny model, guess what? Plastic inserts for the headlights. It's pretty solid. Swift number plate. We've got the Suzuki. Really tiny details that have been done very nicely. Got silver highlights for the lights here as well. But even the lights themselves, look, they've got like a texture in them. So it's like molded underneath, painted, and then this is glued on, perhaps. Let's go to the side. Here we go. A small mark on mine. That's likely factory, scratched in the factory because it was completely sealed when I opened it. So we can zoom in on the side here. It says VVTU. Look at these alloys. Rubber wheels. Okay, let's go back to the front because we are super zoomed in. Look at that. So many things to say. So this plastic wraparound glass, as glass, is quite thin, and it's heading towards more model territory. I don't know whether that's cost cutting or, just to make it the thinner the plastic, the easier or the more transparent it is to mimic the real thing. So I don't know if what they're trying to do here, probably a bit of both. So here's the vehicle in hyper close up. You can see that's my finger there, so you can see how small this model is and the detail that has been put in. Love these plastic wing mirrors. You've even got the silver. Tried to mimic the mirror there, and it's quite sturdy, you know. It's not the strongest thing, but still it's not the weakest thing either, because some models they just snap off so easily. Here are the details on the side. We've got the fuel cap and the back as well. Look at this, we've got red insert lights here. Really nice model. Exhaust, you know, all the handles for the boot and stuff. Suzuki Swift, I'm not sure what that is. Let's have a quick look. Oh, it's got some Chinese writing. Look how small that is. Wow. So yeah, I mean, that's probably one of the tiniest tampos I've ever seen. And in all the time I've been turning this car around and commenting on the windows, I mean, look this together, you know, you can see the inside really clearly. Let me see if it doesn't reflect. There's a steering wheel on the dash. Even got the, you know, segments of the seat there. Got this black outline here. This bit's just painted. So it's just a wraparound window painted black to mimic the metal A-pillar. Got the windscreen wiper detail. You know, diecast cars, the detail on them is really coming along very nicely. And here, let's try and get in a look so you can see the aircon or radiators there. I've got the seats in the back. So, I mean, for me, this is pretty much like, apart from that minor scratch here and a few scuffs here and there, you know, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. This is absolutely a fantastic model of an everyday vintage car. The back bit, so this bit is not actually metal, it's plastic, this red spoiler thing here, and it's combined with the back mirror, the back window. We've even got, you know, windscreen wiper here. So, I mean, it's so accurate. It's a brilliant little model. Just going to zoom out here. Let me know in the comments below, have you had or driven a Suzuki Swift? What do you think of them? I see a lot of them around where I live, so must be good. At least economical. Okay, let's give this guy a spin. There we go, on the turntable now. Such a little detailed everyday car, really well done. I normally collect supercars, I have a few military vehicles as well. But when everyday cars are done like this, to this level of detail, with these features, I mean, it's even got like a little suspension on it. You know, it's really adds a lot of variation to the collection as well. So you've got like all these supercars, then you've got this little one here, and it's just, you know, you've got the everyday, you've got the exotics. It's just makes for a more complete collection. If you enjoyed this video and this review, do like and subscribe. It really helps this small channel, and I really like interacting with other collectors as well. If you've got any comments about this model, drop them down below. Happy to chat back. Okay, until the next review, take care.